this call is going to be based on institutional trading, introduction to institutional trading, and uh, my case study for this particular video is going to be sterling. Sterling is GBP USD, right? All right. So as I said earlier, this call is going to be based on institutional trading, and is just introduction to institutional trading, right? So the first thing we need to understand is what is institutional trading. Basically, most of us might not have prior knowledge about institutional trading. And what institutional trading basically means is trading like the bank, all right? So we have the banks, we have the institutions, the trade as well, and as well we have retail traders. We all right here we are retail traders, right? But you could always catch some institutional entries just like the bank, all right? So we are trading with the bank. So the first thing you need to understand while trading institution is um, okay. So number one, this right. So number one is liquidity. Liquidity. Number two, impulse, and number three is what I call tail candles. Sorry, tail candles, right? So I call this LICC, this leak strategy. All right. So this is leak. Okay. So leak strategy, right? So what we're looking for is liquidity followed by an impulse followed by um, sorry, all right, okay, followed by cartel candles, right? So what is liquidity? Liquidity basically is your support resistance level. While you're trading retail, you'll be taught to buy at equal lows and sell at equal highs, right? Those are liquidity. That's the point of liquidity. So on our chart here, you can see at this zone right here, you can see at this level, right? Okay, let's start from here. We can see at this level have level of equal highs, right? So this is liquidity. We also have equal lows right here as a support. This is also liquidity. At this other point here, we have equal highs, liquidity. Then down here we have liquidity as well, which is our support resistance, right? So while you're trading, while you introduced to trading, you're gonna be taught that you sell resistance and buy support, right? But what you don't know is that there are actually some manipulations in these levels, right? So most times, you're gonna place an entry and you see the price goes up, probably at resistance, right? In this scenario, right? If you see price, if you see price goes up and came back down immediately, right? So uh, um, what we're looking for right now is this liquidity got taken out by the impulse, right? We see the impulse and we see price took out the equal highs and come down. No, so basically, what happens here is that um, you you probably gonna place an entry. How many times have you placed an entry and price initially kicks you out and finally goes to your direction? I know most of you guys have noticed that, and the basic reason is because at this level, right? At this level here, this is where you're gonna be putting your stops. So you're gonna be putting your stop losses and at the base as well, right? You're gonna put in your stop losses just at this. So what all these stop losses that what it means is that the institution actually see what you're doing, all right, because these are obvious levels, right? So they actually know where your stop losses are, and what they do is they have to, you can't actually move the market until you can't move the market in any direction until you take some people out, right? So that's the concept. So you need to first take out, for in this scenario now, this scenario here, we need to first take out buyers before you sell. So what they do is they buy, all right, to sell. So it's just as simple as that. So they buy to sell. So what you look for is number one, I said earlier, liquidity, impulse, then cartel candle. So now we have liquidity here, spread liquidity here, all right? You can see impulse, okay, impulse taking out liquidity, and now we look for the cartel candle, right? So the cartel candle basically is in a sell scenario, in a resistance scenario, all right? We want to sell as resistance, right? Cartel candles is basically the last at the previous zone before the liquidity zone, the last candle, the last bullish candle before the down move, right? So you can see this last bullish candle right here. You can see this last bullish candle right here, and we can see a big bearish move, right? Just engulfed the whole move, right? So this is actually a cartel candle, and whenever price gets there, that's where we want to place our pending orders, all right? So what we do basically is put our pending orders and snipe from there, all right? So that's what we call this sniper entries. So I'll be taking this down to the 4-hour time frame for us to see exactly what happened at this particular chart, right? So let me quickly go there. Okay, so this is on the 4-hour time frame, the same chart we're looking at, right? On the daily time frame, and this is it here. But see this on the 4-hour time frame, the liquidity is quite obvious because you see the first test, the second test, and you can see price came very close to this level, and that's the third time. And the fourth time, you can see this bearish pin bar, right? So I have a bearish pin bar at resistance. This is going to be, this is a retail signal to sell, right? And the next thing you see price just, you're probably going to be placing yourself after this close of this candle. Even if you go to the lower time frame, maybe 1 hour time frame, you see a very beautiful reversal candle. And what happens is the price is just gonna intensify, triggers your stops, because you're gonna put in your stops just above these levels, right? Okay, you're gonna put your stops. You're just buying selling at resistance. You're gonna put your stops above this level, and price triggers a stop and comes back down to your direction. So you're gonna be frustrated, and you'll be like, "Why did I get kicked out?" And the price is going back to my direction. So now this is what we're actually looking for. So, but basically, institutional trading is like you're trading quite the opposite of retail style of trading. So you spotted your retail trading, you spotted liquidity, just as I said earlier. Let me take that back. And, you spotted the liquidity. Uh, that's number one. You spotted the impulse. Okay, impulse took out liquidity. Then the cartel candle. So now the cartel candle is what I want to buttress on. And before before that liquidity, right? Just before that that zone of resistance, right? We're gonna look to the left and we're gonna see what is happening, and that is where we're gonna spot our interest from. So number one is what I spread there. I took this trade last earlier. Okay, this was February. This was earlier, I think February earlier this year, right? And this was the entry. Okay, so the entry was actually what I spotted was number one. You could see this gap. Okay, this was the beginning of a new day, I guess, and yeah, this was 20, yeah, and you could see this gap. Okay, that's number one. So let me do this way to have gap. Okay, so we got gap there. That is telling us that's giving us more clue. All right, and number two is we have this last candle. last bullish candle, and we have this engulfing candles that followed through, right? So that is that is our CC, all right? So that's our cartel candle, that's CC. So the last bullish candle before the bearish move, and what we do now is put our pending orders just at the open of that candle. Okay, so whenever price gets there, you're going to see the magic is going to occur, right? And we'll see how price came here. And the beauty about this strategy is you have a beautiful risk reward, right? You see price came there and less than a pip drawdown, and price like dripped from there. You see it just went all the way down. Let's see how many pips that was. All right, so I didn't catch all this move. I cut it down to around here. I took my first TP here, and the second TP was down here as well. So let's see how many pips was that. My first TP here was around 400 pips, and down here was about 1000 pips, 1001. And if you held it down to this is about almost 2000 pips. All right. So that's how to spot. Those are things you want to check out for, right? So now I'm going to live chat, all right? I'm going to live chat. I'm seeing this is what I'm looking at currently for this pair, right? I tag this sterling to be murdered, right? Because this is sterling is GU, right? Market just opened and seeing some reactions already. So let me check. This chart is quite short. I want to check another broker. So, okay, let's check Rwanda. Okay, so let me just click this. All right, so now what I explained earlier, right? Liquidity, okay, equal highs, equal highs, equal highs. This is the first test, second test, third test, all right? Now this is the fourth test, okay? Liquidity, that's number one. Impulse, number two, and cartel candle. Okay, so we have spread liquidity, we spread our impulse already. You can see prices intensified this level, and we're looking for a cartel candle. Okay, so I have this beautiful, right? I have this beautiful candle just up here, just the last bullish candle before the bearish move. Okay, so this is actually a candle here, but there's also this is much more deep though, right? Because there's also this zone right here. Okay, so there's also this zone right. So most likely, price is gonna price actually triggered this zone already. All right. Okay. Yeah. On the other chart, it was quite perfect because I marked it out perfectly. Price triggered this entry already, and most likely price is gonna drop from there because now this is how I trade personally. Okay, I trade harmonics coupled with institutional trading. So now I spread an harmonic pattern here. This is this was what's it called? A bearish alternate bats, right? So bearish alternate bat pattern, and you can see 113 is 113 is a delay, right? 113. So yeah, somewhere there is a delay. So this is an alternate bat pattern, and there's also this what's it now? There's also this crab. Yeah, there's also this crab pattern here as well. To have two patterns lining up, right? 1618 is actually the delay for this, so somewhere around there. So this is also another pattern right here. So basically, what I'm expecting is price to drop from this level. And you can see I marked this up as well, and that's it for you, right? So most likely the two things is going to occur in this pair, right? Number one is two things most likely one of two. Okay, one of two is actually going to occur. Number one is price could actually from there come downward, right? Come downward this way, and probably bounce off. All right. Or we can have this second scenario, because structure is quite important. It's quite very it's key in trading, right? Because we have this previous structure level. Why I have this zone is because this is actually another advanced stuff I have on inefficiency, yeah? Right? Inefficiency basically is when you don't have when you don't have a balance between buyers and sellers. Okay, you don't have a balance between buyers and sellers, so you have inefficiency. Okay, you could see this all bullish move. This is inefficiency here, and the second scenario is if price broke structure like this, then most likely you have a retest, then we have a drop. So this is another thing I'm looking at as well. So one of two is actually going to occur, but number one is most expecting uh, price to drop from where it is right now, right? So this is actually the number one entry. This is number one entry right here, and this is actually the zone. Okay, this is the zone where I'm expecting price to pass from, and I have this other points here as well, but I don't think this is actually going to trigger yet because we have this beautiful liquidity here got cleared out, and we don't want price to go all the way up and drop from there. So as well, you could always check with volume and nothing significant for here. Nothing significant there, nothing significant. But that's it. So I actually want to quickly show you guys another example before time runs out on gold, right? So let's see gold. So right. Okay, so we're not going to be looking at all that. Okay, we are going to concentrate on this one right here. So I took this trade as well. This was last year. So we spotted. Okay, so what are we looking for, right? We're looking for liquidity, right? We're looking for impulse. Okay, we're looking for cartel candles, all right? So liquidity here as well. We got liquidity here as well, right? So you can see this pin bar, right? Price came back to this level, created equal lows, and we have this pin bar, all right? So the first thing that happened here, price came. You can see this test, and this tested about 2, 3 times, and price bounced off, right? And price came back. Actually took out liquidity. Okay, so price took out this liquidity here, right? You can see, and intensified. Okay, the next thing is cartel candle, right? So this is I won't be taking this down to the lower time frame. Though I don't want to take this down to the lower time frame. Okay, let me just take it down to the lower time frame so you guys can see clearly. Okay, so it's been a while. Okay, so yeah. So we have this okay, we have the beautiful snipe here. Okay, so we have the beautiful snipe here from this last cartel candle. Okay, we have the beautiful snipe, and then right, see the beige candle came down a little. This is actually not very. This is actually quite advanced. So this is actually triggered from the inefficiency right here, right? And we see price bounced off from there straight to the top. Now, okay, another thing you need to know is your target. Your targets are just equal highs, right? So you want to put the TPs at equal highs, and so that was a beautiful entry. Stop was just around somewhere here, and TP was around there. So this was about 416 pips, okay, and took that out. Okay, so now the final thing I want to show you guys is this other liquidity, this other tiny support level that I marked out here. Okay, normally I don't use yellow, so let me change this. All right, so okay, so all right, yeah. So this is a beautiful beautiful support level. Right, you can see price tested first time, came back, tested again, and came back. You could see rejections from the pin bar and all these reversal candles, right? And normally, when you have rejections like this, you expect price to bounce up, right? This is what they're going to teach you from your retail style of trading, okay? So you've been taught, right? And at support, right, you buy, and you see pin bars and rejection, you buy, and price just came, took out the liquidity, okay, and went up immediately. So now, why is price doing that? This is actually because there's institutional play and there's the banks are actually trying to manipulate the market. And the only way you can actually catch this is just simple rule, right? The leak strategy, okay? You mentioned that earlier, so just type that again here. LICC, okay? So liquidity, impulse, then cartel candle, right? To have liquidity here, we have the impulse now. We have the impulse to call liquidity and the cartel candle. So the cartel candle is actually where we're going to focus on, and this is the cartel candle right here. You can see this last candle before the bullish move, right? This is the last bearish candle before the bullish move, and on the daily time frame as well, that also aligns perfectly. So price came and just at the open of that candle, right? That's where your entry you want to put your entry, and price came all the way down, right? Where is it? Okay, sniped your entry and went all the way up. All right, you can see this was a beautiful snipe. Like it just went to the heavens, man. It went all the way up to about 780 pips there about. Okay, and now the advanced stops is if you want to catch, you can catch as many. You can trade only single pair and just catch as many moves as you want to catch because on this pair as well, there was also a beautiful harmonic pattern here. All right, there's also a beautiful harmonic pattern here. You can see just like that. You can catch the second entry, and they'll just keep the price just keeps giving you entry. I remember I also took this sell here as well because I spotted another beautiful harmonic. So it was around there. I think I have all this marked up on my. I have all this screenshotted on my. I'll send to the channel. So you can see there's also a beautiful harmonic right here. I took this sell as well, and to the beautiful and that beautiful snipe to the downside and you close. I think all is right. Then still writing down buy right. So you can see that's it. So this is basically how institutional guys look at the markets. This is how they trade. This is what they see. Okay, so you wanna trade just like the way they do. You wanna there's this rule called the shark and the remora fish. Okay, shark is actually a fish that goes and destroys the predator, right? And remora is just always beside the shark, always trying to eat from the leftovers. All right, so we are actually like the remora fish. Okay, the institutional, the big guys, they are the shark and they're the one killing off other retail traders. So you don't want to be the prey, right? You want to be the remora just taking from the shark leftovers, right? So that's just all I have for you guys, right? I just a lot of examples. If you're interested in the course, you can always DM me, okay? My social media or wherever you got this link from, right? Okay, let me drop my link. So you could always send me a DM if you wanna dive in further into the course, right? So just tip. Okay, let me. Yeah. T.me /. Okay. All right. So once you check this link, right, the Cartel is gonna send me to direct, come to my direct team. All right. And if you want to join my channel, you just add TV to front of this, you see the channel. All right. So that's it. So this are actually what I've taken in my course. All right. You can there's still more knowledge, right? This I just want to introduce you guys because I know most people on my channel probably see my markups and they probably don't understand what I'm doing and just see the entries and all. But I just want to like explain to you guys. You got always do this just based on this little knowledge I've explained to you guys. You always take trades and you always back test. Okay, you always go back to your chart and always do your back test and see how beautiful it works. Okay, in your league strategy, it works beautiful. All right, so yeah, that's all for me. And I just want to say something before I go. Right, uh, we all over the world right now. There's a pandemic going on, and currently it's like everyone in every country is they're trying to okay the lockdown is actually the kind of lifting the lockdown and everything is kind of getting back to normal. I think what that basically means is like humanity is kind of they're done with the virus, right? They're done with corona, like saying fuck you to coronavirus. And the truth about the matter is you can see sport and every other thing everything is coming back like every other person does. And what I'm just trying to say is that you actually don't wanna like what are you gonna say like you achieved during this period, right? The pandemic has lasted from probably January or February, okay, up to this, so about 6 months thereabout, and you actually not didn't achieve anything, okay? So that's actually not good enough, okay? Because you always want to take advantage of every situation you find yourself, all right? So this is just an advice. This is just a piece of advice for us. Just try and change your mindset, try and get something new, try and get things done, okay? You don't want to do the same old shit you're doing before, and when everything comes back to normal, you're just back to your same old thing, okay? You just look for something new to learn, look for something, improve your skills, okay? And that's going to actually go a long way for you, okay? Because it won't really make sense why after the whole corona thing, you still broke and you're just still living your same old life, okay? This was another beautiful. I just want to show you this. This was another beautiful entry I took on gold as well. There was a beautiful snipe and price. See, I just dropped all the way from there. All right. The sell also took the buy from here. And we're still in the sell as well. So these are things you're gonna be learning in my course. Okay, if you wanna take the course, it's fine. If you don't wanna take the course, I'll drop in a lot of educative stuff on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and yeah. That's it for me. I'll see you next. Have a great week ahead. The market just opened and let's see where the money is tonight. Let's see where the money is today and for the week.
Alright, so basically, I will be dropping more insightful videos like this. So make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you have any questions, you can always comment below. Or if you want to learn a rule-based strategy, you can always hit our social media platforms and our DMs. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.